Hi everybody, this is Sandra and Monchi. Thank you so much for joining. I want to share with you today the best way to create positive results in your life, and this applies to your personal or professional life or the connection that you have with your dog, which is obviously personal, I guess, but I always going to mention Monchi because she's my greatest teacher and I can share more about it in another video. But right now, I really want to give you, share with you about my experience on how to create positive results that last and that happen a lot quicker than, it can happen a lot quicker than you think. So, have you ever heard of that say, where attention goes, energy flows? I used to hear this so many times when I started my mindful journey 10 years ago, and I didn't complete understand it. But now that I get it, I want to share it because based on my experience, I used to be a person that complained all the time. I used to complain and I used to obviously experience a lot of challenges in life like we all do, and also problems where I felt like I didn't have any control and I didn't have any solutions. But what I used to do is complain a lot, and other times I didn't feel like I was complaining. Other times I felt like I need to find a solution. So I'm going to continue talking about my problem until I find the solution or until I find somebody that helps me find the solution, because that's what I wanted. But I was approaching that in the wrong way, because by putting so much attention and so much focus on the problem, that's where the energy was going and that's where the momentum was going, and that is where whatever your energy goes is going to recreate it, it's going to enhance it, it's going to make it bigger. So if you want something to get bigger, you don't want the problem to get bigger, but that's what I was doing by constantly giving energy to the problem. So to break that cycle, the first thing that works for me, and I'm sure it works for a lot of other people, is to find a place to ground yourself first. Because first is recognizing, okay, for me it was like, Sandra, you're getting out of control, you're not getting any solution, you're starting to focus too much on a problem and you're creating a negative cycle that's not what we want. So for me it was like, okay, I acknowledge that, now I'm gonna break that cycle. I'm gonna take a deep inhale in through my nose, out through my mouth, ground myself. You can do this anywhere, whether there's people or not. Always find an area where you can just breathe and just feel the present moment. And from this place, what I started to do instead is, okay, if this is the problem and it's not working for me, what would be the complete opposite? And then I will start focusing on the opposite, which is the solution, right? Even if I didn't know who's gonna help me, even if I didn't have the connection, even if I didn't have a clue how that could work out, it didn't matter. What matters is that you start thinking about the opposite of that problem, which is a solution. How would it look like if that would work out? Like, how would it look like in your scenario? Like, what would be the ideal scenario for you? And that's what I was doing for myself. Like, okay, this is not working, but it would be so cool, it would be so awesome if this is what happened. And then I would start writing it down. Like, I would write it down, I would write down that solution. And then after writing the solution, this is the part that I love and is the most powerful thing that you can do. After writing the solution, after writing the right story that I want to create, I would write a next step and say, okay, how do I want to feel once this happens? How do I want to feel? Because if the problem is making me feel angry, sad, stressed out, burned out, pain, with physical pain, I feel tired, I feel hungry for sugar all the time. Like, that's for me. When I feel so stressed out, I go for chocolate and candy, which is not bad, but if you do it too much, then that's a problem. So if those If the problem is making me feel that way, then I want to feel the opposite. I already wrote down the opposite of the problem, which is the solution in my mind. Now I want to write down how I want to feel instead. And for me, at least for me personally, I want to feel at ease. I want to feel supported. I want to feel safe. I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel rewarded. I want to feel joy. I want to feel creative. I want to feel recognized. I want to feel loved. I want to feel appreciated. I want to feel happy. I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel secure. And the more, whatever it is that you're encountering, whatever is the solution they're writing, write those feelings. This is how I want to feel when things happen in a way that works better for me. And then when you start writing that, you start feeling it. And that's the energy that you're starting to attract, and that's the momentum that you want. That's how you break the cycle. Now suddenly the energy is shifting in the right direction of your solution. And when you start feeling it, just keep it going, keep writing, keep thinking about it, keep imagining it. How would it look like? How would I feel when that happens? And then when your body starts feeling all that nice energy, those nice emotions, then your brain starts thinking about the solutions. Suddenly you start remembering, like you remember somebody to call that actually might give you the support that you need. Maybe somebody reaches out of nowhere and sends you an email, and then they have the connection that you need. And or you meet somebody out of the blue that can really support you and help you or connect you to somebody, and then that's your solution. That's the positive result that you wanted to create all along. But you have to focus first on ground yourself, recognize when you're going into the negative pattern, break that pattern, ground yourself, and then write and focus on your ideal outcome and how you want to feel when you get it. So that is my tip for today. I hope it helps you, and share with me how it goes if you actually get to practice it, which I hope you do. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. So thank you for watching, and I see you at the next one.